Hey, Scott Bywater here, and I want to talk about the best way to fix a funnel that's not working, or what is perhaps the best way. And this came about because I was working with a client where the funnel wasn't quite clicking it, and I thought, I wonder why. So rather than going through the analytics, going through the numbers, all that sort of thing, I got on the phone. And I started to talk to people. And as I started to talk to people, I started to discover what was really going on. And when I talked to people, they said a few things, in terms of why they weren't buying, or I got to know who they actually were and who I was actually dealing with. And they said a couple of things. Number one, it was a webinar funnel. They said I asked questions in the webinar and they weren't answered. So as soon as I knew that was happening, well, that tells me something. That tells me how I can change my process, by making sure we answer questions in the webinar. Now, the other thing that I discovered that, people were jumping on who weren't the right people. So there was a problem with our targeting. Now, I couldn't have done this with simple quantitative, analysis. I needed to go into and ask the questions and get inside the heads of my customers. So with this in mind, here's what I would encourage you to do, in your business and with your customers. If you've got, let's say, leads coming in and they're not converting, or you've got a funnel and people are coming through, but they're not going through to the next stage, take an hour, take 2 hours, and jump on the phone, and speak with speak with those leads and sort of say, hey, how do you find the process? What do you think? Why didn't you buy? And you're going to find a few things when you do that. You're going to find out if the right people who are on your list, who are in the funnel, if they are qualified. So that's the number one thing. Are you pulling in the right people? Because if you're not pulling in the right people, it's a lost cause. Now, the second thing that you're going to discover is you're going to discover why they're not buying. And once you know why they're not buying, then you can change your funnel and your process appropriately. So that's what I would say is, if you've got a funnel that's not working, or an advertising system or a marketing system, take the time to get on the phone with your prospects and find out why. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.